We continue now with breaking news out of Norfolk, where City Treasurer Anthony Burfoot has been indicted on 8 federal charges, including perjury and wire fraud. 10 on your side's Andy Fox has been following this investigation for quite a while now. He's in our newsroom now with a copy of that indictment. Andy?
Yeah, here it is right here. And if you're at home, if you go to WAVY.com, you can read it, and it is an amazing read about everything the prosecutors allege happened. The 8 counts build a strong case against Burfoot if it is proven in court to be true. All men are innocent until proven guilty. Most damning, though, is his association with Tivest Development and Construction. Later on, I'll have more on that. Federal prosecutors allege Burfoot used his position as councilman, vice mayor, and chief deputy treasurer to enrich himself. They say he did this by soliciting and obtaining payments, gifts, and other things of value in exchange for official actions to benefit the individuals and their interests. Prosecutors call it a scheme. Burfoot became a silent partner in Tivest and promised other partners he would use his position to help direct city projects to Tivest, making them money. At some point, Burfoot gets nervous about his interest in Tivest. People start asking questions and demands money to cash out. He wanted $250,000, but the partners said the company had not made any money and he had not invested any money in the company. But they paid thousands to Burfoot to continue getting the city projects. Prosecutors say Burfoot delivered. He directed about $100,000 to Tivest in federal grant money, even though Tivest wasn't licensed to do the work. According to the indictment, Burfoot manipulated a filing deadline in favor of Tivest for work in the Broad Creek Villas development, where he now owns a home. He wasn't there. No one was there at the home when I went there today. The feds also bring up the controversial Midtown Office Tower development project, where Burfoot got $50,000 in cash and other gifts to show favor to Tivest with that development, and then voted to approve the project for Tivest. He also tried to conceal the scheme, prosecutors say. At another hearing for another project, Burfoot was asked under oath, "Mr. Burfoot, have you ever solicited anything of value in exchange for an official act?" Burfoot answered, "I did not, I have not." "Mr. Burfoot, have you ever accepted anything of value in exchange for an official act?" He answered, "I have not." We have also asked him the same questions. Today, I went to the treasurer's office and was told Burfoot would be arraigned today. Have you heard anything? Or?
No.
Yeah, we have a candidate.
I know.
What can you tell me? Can you tell me anything?
You know as much as I do. He called me to tell me that he was being arraigned today, and that's as much as I know.
And he told you that. Do you say anything about what it's for, the charges?
He has no idea until they do it.
Now, this is a story we have been following since April, and even before that, I actually did a story with Mr. Burfoot in April asking him about these federal subpoenas that he got. Well, these are the results of those subpoenas. I asked Stanley Stein, does this mean that Anthony Burfoot needs to at least temporarily step down as treasurer until all this is put behind him? He said he had not discussed that, had not been thought about, but reminded me that all men are innocent until proven guilty. We do not know his current status. Obviously, Mr. Burfoot has a lot of things on his mind other than being the city treasurer. We'll have to see how that part of the story plays out. But Brandy, that's the latest from the newsroom. And of course, we heard from Andy Protegiro, city councilman. You'll tell us more about that.
Yeah, Andy, thank you. We do have team coverage of this story. Just moments ago, our Jason Marks spoke to the other Norfolk City officials about today's indictments, and here's what they had to say.
The indictment doesn't surprise me.
Why do you say that?
The deal on the Tivest matter back in 2011 when it came before the council, when myself and the vice mayor and Mr. Smeagol voted against it, stunk. And it was a deal that we couldn't accept on behalf of the city and the citizens. And that's really what a lot of this seems to stem back to.
Now, that deal was February 2011. It was a 5-3 vote. You, along with Tommy Smeagol and the vice mayor, were the 3 that voted against it. Vice Mayor, your reaction?
Well, you know, I am surprised. I've always said that Anthony has done good things for his ward. But again, to go back to what Councilman Protegiro has said, that deal just didn't make sense. It just didn't. The nuts and bolts of it just didn't come together for me, and that was the reason why I voted against it. So, you know, if this is a result of it, then we were right on in our instincts.
Definitely a huge breaking news story we're covering from all angles here at WAVY TV. We will have complete coverage of the indictments on air and online. Look for the latest from Jason and Andy throughout our newscast today and coming up later today on WAVY News 10 beginning at 4. Also posted on our website, WAVY.com, you can read the full indictment along with our previous coverage of this story.